Hello. So I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna make a fermented salsa, and I'm gonna show off the manual food processor, and maybe, I don't know how long this is gonna be because I don't know. I might try the cup slicer. That's brand new as well. We'll see, just to kind of give a bit of a demo, or I'll do it in another video. Anyway, let's go. So, fermented salsa. It's just fresh salsa, but you let it sit out on the counter for a few days to ferment, which allows good bacteria to grow and helps with gut health, which has been linked to decreasing of depression, leaky gut syndrome, anxiety, weight gain, a whole bunch of things. So what I do, I don't like the little chunk in the middle there. I quarter my tomatoes because that just seems to make the food processor work a little bit better. And I take I don't know if you guys can see. I hope you can see. There, that's probably less waste. Everything's been washed and it's as clean as it can be. So, these coated knives from Pampered Chef, I got myself a set after getting the large knife in my starter kit, and holy moly, are they ever slick. They are super, super sharp. I'm pretty spoiled because I'm a Cutco girl. That's what I've grown up on, and these things are awesome. I really like them. Now, how long they last, I have no idea, but we shall see. So I'm just tossing in some sauce or some tomato, put the lid on. How rad is that? Now, something with the fermented salsa, you want all the juices. So I really like making, another reason why I prefer using the food processor is it keeps all the juices. You're not losing any of that. Okay, put that back in. Boop, 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 boop. Whoa. Batch. Now you can fill this up like crazy and make the whole thing in this container. I'm making a fairly large batch of this, so bear with me here. Let's throw the last of these two in. Ta-da! Like, easy. Certain days I have really bad wrists, depending on my pain level. I can use this, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we've got our tomatoes in there. Let's throw in purple onion. Now, for the purposes of this, I peel off this guy and keep it to the side. And I'm going to do that on the other side as well. The first true fresh onion. You can use the skin, but I've got my own things going on. Okay, so I'm going to quarter these. Boop. Ah. Whoa, okay, that one's going for the birds. Ta-da! And again, like, you can give it more juice and get smaller pieces. I like a little bit of a rough chop to my salsas. Good. So we've got tomato, red onion. We're going to I don't know if you've used jalapeno before, but you want to take the seeds out. That's where a lot of the heat is, but you don't want to use your fingers. You get that jalapeno juice in between your fingers and then you wipe your eye. Not a good thing. So I use a spoon and just scoop it out. I keep a few seeds in because I like the spice. Different recipes call for a whole. Some, it's your taste. If you don't like any spice or whatever, you just make it to your own taste. So even though there's a bit of science with it because you're wanting it to ferment, you're still able to make it to your tastes. So there. You know what? I'm gonna see. Let's smash this up. Beauty. Woo. It's getting some good smells happening. All right. Maybe a little bit more. There. Okay. So I need a better scoop that all out. And I'm sorry I don't have it in a spatula a plastic spatula seems to be the best to get all the stuff out. A spatula on the top of the lid clears that off, and that's all I use the processor for in this recipe. Now, and be very careful with this. This will slice you up in a heartbeat. Okay, so we've got tomato, we've got red onion. You can use white onion or yellow onion. Then garlic. I feel like you need the garlic in there because, well, Polish Ukrainian here, so there's not much room for debate. Apparently you don't need to cut these little guys off. Going to university for nutrition and learning about microbiology, food microbiology, I have my quirks and I just have to remove some certain things. But anyway, I'm going to leave the skins on for this one. This is the Pop 1 garlic. Three garlics. 4 garlics. any meat left and just the skins in there. Pretty rad. All right, so we've got that. Now we're going to get the cilantro. Again, totally optional if you're not a cilantro person. I feel bad for you. I love this stuff, but I know that it's not a person's choice if they like it or not. You either, it's something that's really actually in a person's body. I think it's a gene that actually makes you not like cilantro, and it actually tastes like soap to a certain amount of the population, which is heartbreaking to me. So I'm going to put a nice good bunch of cilantro in here. And yes, some are there. Nice little rough chop. Throw that in there. And give a good stir. Finally, now when I had the farm and I had my goats, I would use whey as my starter for the ferment. It would give all the healthy bacteria, get the lactobacillus in there, and start things off the way that they're supposed to. However, I don't have goats and I don't have an unending supply of whey any longer, so we can use coarse salt. You want to use a natural salt, nothing with iodine or anything like that in it. Where did my tablespoon go? Oh, I've lost it. Okay, well, I had a Pampered Chef one that I was going to show you, but I can't find it. So, now this size, or this amount, is not maybe as big as I would necessarily normally make it, so I am going to put about a half a tablespoon in it. I don't like it too salty. Sometimes I find when I'm making it with salt, it becomes too salty. So I'm adding that in. If I was making a full batch, I would use the full tablespoon. And that is that. Now, I don't have, oh, this thing is, I've got a clean, sterilized jar. I'm gonna see, I have a canning funnel that I would normally use, but I'm wondering if, are you gonna stay? Nope, it was worth a try. Okay. We will spoon this in. There. I think this video, what we'll see if I end up editing it, will be a test of my editing skills, which are none at this point, but it seems I have to get there. I'm gonna press down. Oh, it smells so good. The hardest thing about making this, I mean, you could eat it right now. But to get the fermentation, it gives all the health benefits, and it adds like almost a carbonated. It gives it a zing. It gives it life. It is the neatest, most tasty, flavorful thing. It's hard to explain, but it just ups your salsa game so much. So I don't want to waste any of this. want all the juices. Are able to see. Okay, so good. And then we're gonna push this down. You want the juice to come above everything that's in here. So give it a good, if for whatever reason you don't get a whole lot of juice, if your tomatoes just don't give you a whole lot, the salt will bring out the juices in it. However, you can also top it up with a little bit of water, and that can decrease the salty taste a little bit as well. So you're supposed to use filtrated water. I'm hoping Brandon water will be okay. Otherwise, we'll see what happens. But so I'm just doing this, and then this is where your onion skin comes in. I pop it in and I push it down so that it's keeping all of the fruit, all of the ingredients down and under the level of the, that's awesome, of the liquid, so that it ferments properly. It doesn't rot, it ferments. Technically, fermented is a type of rot, but it's a controlled one. Now, you just put a lid on it. I don't have any wide mouth lids right now. This is actually a pickle, what is it called? A pickle pipe. It's something that's actually for doing ferments. I would normally put the seal on, but I don't have any of those because those are in storage. So I'm going to put saran around this, and then once a day I'm going to burp it for the next 3 to 5 days. And the first day you won't notice very much, depending on how hot it is in your house. The second day you're going to get bubbles happening, and it's going to be starting that ferment, and you might want to put it in a plate or a small casserole because it can leak. But you just, every day you unscrew it and let it breathe, get all that excess gas that's been created out, and then you just seal it up and put it again. Not in the sun, just on the counter in the shade, no big deal, but at room temperature. And within 3 to 5 days, it is the most amazing thing. So that is fermented salsa for you. I hope you give it a try. If you have any questions, let me know. Pretty simple. And I'll be enjoying this in probably about 4 to 5 days for the temperature that this house is. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed the food processor and some of the other doodads. And I'll make another video with the food slicer, or the cup slicer. Thank you. Bye.